On the 4th of October, a silent vigil in Trafalgar Square ended with 500 arrests. This event, organised by Defend Our Juries, was held in support of Palestine Action, now designated a terrorist organisation by the UK government. Those convicted could face up to 14 years in prison. Thousands of people have gathered in Trafalgar Square today to support Palestine and to also support Palestine Action. In July 2025, Palestine Action was branded as a terrorist organisation, and so for that reason today the police are making multiple arrests. But as you can see behind me, a lot of these protests are extremely peaceful. People over there are standing in silence and solidarity. People are clapping and showing their support. Freedom of speech at large feels at risk today.
Without a way, please! Mind your way! Coming through! Oh, they're doing two at a time.
Everyone here is waiting in silence to be arrested, and you're watching people getting dragged through the crowd. A lot of them are elderly people.
It's an abomination! It is. It's totally disgusting.
Have a way, guys, please!
It's so hard to not get upset about it. Like, people are so angry. You see an old woman being dragged away and it's awful.
If you carry on arresting people for holding a sign when they're not terrorists, where does it go? Do what's right, please.
They're pulling out another person. It's about a middle-aged person.
When you're just lifting her hips, can you just make sure the dress is underneath?
Everyone's got a grip.
Arresting old people, where do you draw the line? Does it ever make you want to quit your job?
There's a lot of things that would probably make people quit, but I can't speak on behalf of every couple. So.
How do you guys feel about what's happening today?
Just here to do our job, really. Today. Thank you.
Just here to do their job, they said. I feel like a lot of police don't want to speak to us. They're probably not allowed to speak to us, but I think the thing is with the police is that they say they're following orders and they can't comment. It's hard to tell whether some of them feel empathy, whether some of them don't care, but none of them are going to be able to speak freely.
I'm not allowed to say words here that could lead me to being in support of a prescribed organisation. So all I can say is I'm against their prescription. I am still within law. Isn't it ridiculous how I've got to guard my words when there's a genocide going on? When there are the largest number of child amputees that have ever been created in the world? That there are the largest number of wounded children with no surviving family? A new category created by the UN because of the genocide in Gaza. And I've got to watch my words.
I feel like a lot of young people today feel a bit scared because they are worried about the repercussions.
Well, the repercussions are incredibly heavy, incredibly heavy. It's disgraceful that you can't protest for Palestine and feel that you might not go to prison for it and have it on your criminal record. And life is hard enough for young people now without having that.
A lot of people who are being arrested are older, and there is a reason behind that. I think it's because a lot of them are retired, they feel like they don't have jobs to lose, and that's maybe why you don't see a lot of young people here today, because you know, if a young person gets arrested, faces up to 14 years in prison, gets charged with terrorism, that's a really, really serious offence. It could completely ruin their lives. So it almost feels quite touching in a way that there's loads of old people out here today protesting, sacrificing a lot. So just behind me you can see there's a lot of protesters who are peacefully protesting. They're sitting on the ground and they're in silence. And I think what's about to happen now is the police are going to go in and arrest them.
Well done, you're a hero! Well done, free Palestine!
obviously extremely angry. You can hear all of the chants behind them. There's a man that's been pulled out by the crowd. He's obviously very old. People are furious. It feels like we're witnessing a change in democracy right now. It's pretty scary times. Witnessing this has been quite crazy. I don't think I've ever seen elderly people being arrested. And I mean, the reason why we decided to do this today is because we feel like there's so much going on right now in the UK. And so we're here today to give you an honest insight and show you what's actually happening in London at the moment.
Shame on you! What you are doing is morally abhorrent and you know it.